with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. And Robinson with a big catch. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Check three. Switch. Check the backer. 72. Hey, ball 66.
This is Hines. Touchdown, Indianapolis. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. Back to Mixon on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Darius Leonard providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Hines. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wait, 20! Check, 56. Silva. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Here's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taken at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. on 2nd and 9. Bridgewater got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Joe Mixon shoves him aside. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Now 3rd down and long.
And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Hines. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Wilkins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the option. 53 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 31, check 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, it's Hines. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Wait, 10, flag, 20. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 61 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 25-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Hey, I'm coming. Shoot. Shadow.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Wait, set. Switch.
On first down, Wilkins. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Break. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Here I come again. Hey, Delta. Please grip.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, 66.
They'll try the left side. Hines. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's coming. We got double up. Hatch it.
They'll try the left side. It's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's checking. Grabs. Hey, 66.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
2nd and 10 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Wait, that 53. Oh, you got deep? Back.
They run again with Hines. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Wilkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Wilkins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know you feel that.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Hey, 51. Watch the run, watch the run. 51 the mic, boy, 51. All day.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Right, 80. Hey, pick your game up. Watch the safety creep. Big air, big air, big air. Watch the air. Check. Sugar. Check. Sugar.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Hey, set. 29. Alpha. Pick it up. Pick it up. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Wilkins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. And then
got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Wilkins. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 22 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Wait, that 53! Ready? Double time. Even. 4 down, even. Watch number 12,
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
57's a Mike. Hey, watch the block. 72.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Wait, that flag 20. 7's the mic. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it? And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.